Right next to shooting other players for their gear sets, raiding them for all their juicy loot has always been a #1 priority on Rust Island. So you might be wondering how to get explosives fast in Rust. Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to the Rust Beginner's Guide, where today I'll be showing you how to get explosives fast in Rust. This video is going to consist of 2 parts. In the first part, I'll be showing you the best monuments to get different tiers of explosives, and afterwards I'll be showing you how to efficiently gather the rarer crafting materials for your raid. Before we start though, here's a quick shameless self-plug. If you enjoyed this video, get subscribed, and if you really enjoy it, consider joining my Discord server or becoming a patron on Patreon. With that out of the way, let's get started. First of all, I'll start by showing you the best monuments for getting tier 1 explosives. Tier 1 explosives include the Satchel Charge and the Bean Can Grenade. The following numbers include wiping out all NPCs except the Bradley APC at the launch site and looting the puzzle areas. We'll be going through the top 3 monuments by monument tier, and special events, for example airdrops and Chinook crates, will be covered as a 4th category. So let's get started with the 3 best tier 1 monuments to get tier 1 explosives. There are 3 tier 1 monuments, all with a 13% chance to drop tier 1 explosives, tied at 2nd place. These are the Small Harbor, the Junkyard, and the Large Harbor. And the best tier 1 monument for getting tier 1 explosives is the Sewer Branch, with a 26% chance of dropping tier 1 explosives. Now let's move on to the best tier 2 monuments to find tier 1 explosives. The 2 monuments tied at 2nd place are the Airfield and the Train Yard, with both of them having a 22% chance of dropping tier 1 explosives. And the best tier 2 monument is the Water Treatment Plant, with a 33% chance. Finally, let's move on to the best tier of monuments, tier 3 monuments. At 3rd place in this category is the Regular Oil Rig with a 22% chance. In 2nd place we have the Large Oil Rig with a 29% chance, and the best monument in the entire game to get tier 1 explosives is the Launch Site, with a 45% chance of dropping tier 1 explosives. Airdrops also have a 12% chance of dropping tier 1 explosives. Now that we've covered where to get tier 1 explosives, let's cover where to get tier 2 and tier 3 explosives. These include regular rockets, rocket launchers, explosive 5.56 ammo, and timed explosive charges. Just like last time, these drop chances only apply if you wipe out all scientists and loot the puzzle areas. The chance of getting tier 2 or 3 explosives from tier 1 monuments is basically non-existent, as the Dome is the best monument in this category with only a tiny 4% chance of dropping tier 2 or tier 3 explosives. The odds at tier 2 monuments are slightly better, but still pretty bad. In 2nd place we have the Power Plant with a 9% chance, and in 1st place in this category are the Train Yard and the Airfield, both with a 10% chance of dropping tier 2 or tier 3 explosives. Finally in this category, let's cover tier 3 monuments. In 3rd place we have the Launch Site with a 25% chance. In 2nd place we have the Oil Rig with a 61% chance, and the best tier 3 monument to get tier 2 or tier 3 explosives from is the Large Oil Rig with a 62% chance. Also, airdrops have a 19% chance, the Bradley APC has a 68% chance, the cargo ship has a 61% chance, and the patrol helicopter has an 85% chance of dropping tier 2 or tier 3 explosives. Now that you have a type of explosive researched, it's time to find out how to grind the resources required the most efficiently. First of all, if you need another blueprint to craft a specific kind of explosive, just find another one of the same type, recycle it, and research the component you need. A common requirement for crafting explosives are sulfur and metal, which can only be obtained by mining or at the Large Excavator Pit. As you're probably not a member of a large clan, going to the Large Excavator Pit is really out of the question, so you should probably go mining. The best way to get sulfur and metal is to dress up in winter clothes, find a minicopter, and head over to the mountainous regions of the snow-covered parts of the map with a jackhammer. By going far away from populated areas, the chance of encountering another player is minimal, and this also means that there's nobody in the area to mine the nodes before you. If you mine frequently, you should consider building a small mining base in one of these regions. Once you have sulfur, you'll also need charcoal in order to craft it into gunpowder. If you need to get that right now as soon as possible, you should probably craft a few campfires and start burning as much wood as you physically can. If getting charcoal can wait though, you should just leave a lot of wood inside one of your furnaces overnight and collect it in the morning. For a few kinds of explosives, you will also need a few components like tech trash or metal pipes. My go-to monument for components is the launch site, because it has a lot of crates outside its puzzle area, but if you need high-tier components, you'll need to loot the puzzle area. I hope this video helped you with getting explosives, and if it did, consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. If you really enjoyed this video, consider joining my Discord server or becoming a patron on patreon.com/TheMeemishGamer. I'd like to thank Gucciberg, Dimitri, Doge Bond, Bothered Nickel, Gem, and 808 Arctic for being my patrons. And thank you guys so much for over 3,900 subscribers.